Fuck. Welcome back to GamesVsGains, where we talk about games, and all kinds of things. We are your hosts, Sweet Sauce Boss. We got Stelly 0072. Say what's up.
What's up, folks?
Yeah, and we got fucking Warrior Big G 70 shits over there. Say what's good.
Hello, governor.
Oh, hi, mate. Let's see. Yeah, we're back again. We're gonna talk about some more movies. Let's see what we'll get started. We'll get deep into this really heavy shit. No toilet, but let's see. What are? Yeah, we're gonna take shits after. What movies impacted you? What sticks with you to this day? Like you saw a movie and you were just like, that hit me in the heart, that hit me in the feels, or like whatever, like it made you feel, you know, some type of way, man. What do you guys got?
Ooh, I'm gonna jump right into this one.
Jump in, bro.
If you don't mind, Gilbert.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So when I was in high school, I think it was senior year, that movie End of Watch came out, and it's a buddy cop movie. And at the time, I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school, but I knew that part of me wanted to be a cop. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough money to go to college first to get the college credits, so different route taken. But I saw that movie and I was like, holy crap, like, this is real, this is gritty, like, shit's crazy out there. And I saw the culture of police departments and just how cops are, and I was like, yeah, this is for me. Like, I wanna go out there and do big things. And eventually I became a cop in the Air Force, and like that there's a reason why there's buddy cop movies, because you build those bonds with the people you work with, people you count on to save your life, that they count on you to save their lives, and you really do just get a whole nother family. And you know, shit does get crazy. You see things that you're like, fuck, that just happened, or you know. And if it wasn't for that movie, I don't think I would have been as enthused as to go down the route I did. That hit home. Still one of my top favorite movies. Pass the mic.
Yeah. So for me, there's so many that I feel impacted me. There's probably, because, you know, I grew up watching action movies, and most of them were action movies that had the overall theme of like good versus evil, like the good guys are trying to stop the bad guys, and it's like foiling evil plots and stuff like that. So I like movies like that in general, I think affected me and my view of like what I probably would have wanted to do. And like, even, I mean, I don't even have to be like a military or cop dude. Like, I like, just, you know, it takes you can be like an average Joe guy but still have it in you to like do stuff like that. Like, you know, if it ever comes to that, you can be that person. You don't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to depend on your profession. So that's pretty much the impact like action movies have had on me. It's just that always do good and help, you know, like if you want to help people, if you want to save people, then that good versus evil struggle got to me like growing up. So that's like all of the you know, all of those kind of action movies from like 90s action flicks and Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, stuff like that. So like I don't really have a particular movie for that one. Like later on there were movies that really, you know, hit the you know, heartstrings for me. When I started getting older, I started recognizing you know, the emotional impact, and I think one that I was probably one of the first ones that really stuck with me was I think I was in middle school. It was this movie called Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis, and it's like a war movie. It's about Navy SEALs. You know, they're trying to get this mission done, but then they're stuck with they end up with the decision to do the right thing instead of following orders. And then, so it's like, you know, they choose to do something good instead of doing nothing, which is, they make a point, is just as bad as doing something bad. And so the part that got to me was, in the movie they have like a scene that's kind of like a, you know, they depict atrocities of these rebel soldiers slaughtering a village. And like what in the movie there's a particular thing that they see, which is they witness these rebel soldiers that just fatally injured a woman by, they pretty much, she was a new, you know, like a new mother, she had a baby, and the rebels pretty much killed the baby and then cut off both of her breasts. And that was like one of those fucking horrible things that just sent them, like, you know, that catapulted their decision to do the right thing. So that like impacted me, you know, like emotionally, because that was you see the impact that it has on the soldiers. The soldiers are fucking crying and shit because of what they just saw. And so that like made me tear up, because it's like these guys are used to violence, they're used to death, but then what they're going through here is like turning them human again. So that really like touches you, and then it passes, you know, through the end of the movie, it passes that message that, you know, just do the right thing, and, you know, don't, if you have the chance to do something about it, if you have the capability, then just do it. If you're capable to do something good and do something right, then always do it. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. Like when I was younger, that impacted me a lot. And that's all I got for right now.
Damn. No, that's pretty heavy, man. Like,
yeah.
Freaking.
That's good.
Sal, did you already talk about? Oh no, you talked about End of Watch, right? Yeah. You're right.
Future, man. We'll go.
Oh shit.
Rotation.
Yeah, you're right. Man, something that stuck with me over the years. There was this movie that came out, I think, in 2007, 2008 ish. And I always remember this movie because it like really hit me in the feels. It was called Who's Nailin' Palin with Lisa Ann, and no, I'm just I'm totally kidding about that one. That was that was
like, is this a documentary?
No, I'm bullshitting. That was a porn movie though. It was like a porn parody of like Sarah Palin, and it had Lisa Ann in it, and it was called Who's Nailin' Palin. Oh man,
God damn it!
I do
thought you were
remember that movie.
serious the
No,
whole
no,
time.
Yeah, I did too.
no, but I'm gonna stop bullshitting. There was a movie, and we talked about it before. There was a movie back in 2011 called After Fall Winter, and it's like a tragic, like romance love story kind of thing, and it's about this dude that, you know, he's a failed writer. He's kind of like down on his luck, and he, you know, nothing's going right for him. So he kind of wants to get out of his rut. He moves from New York to, I think, France, Paris, and he wants to start over. He wants to start a new life and get inspired, you know, and get out of his head, you know, get out of his feelings. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people relate to that, can relate to it. You know, it's hard to like not, you know, it's hard to get motivated when you feel like nothing's going right for you. So anyways, he goes to Paris. He meets this like charming like young lady. She's like a nurse, and she's like super. She becomes his muse, and like they hit it off really quickly. They have a good chemistry. They're, you know, vibing. They're, you know, super kind of like high on life. Like she gives him a new outlook and like optimism that things can change. But here's a really weird twist that he's into S&M, so he likes getting physically abused to get his rocks off. And she doesn't. Yeah, good for him. You know, shout out to all the S&M motherfuckers. But like, she, and that's the other thing. She's a nurse. She like takes care of like a leukemia patient in the movie, and she's like super close with people and nursing them and whatnot. But her other job is that she's a dominatrix. So she's like the opposite. They're both hiding secrets, and the turn of the movie is that you know, she sees him during a session where, you know, he has his mask on, so he doesn't know who's beating the shit out of him, but it's actually her. She walks into the room, she sees him, and it's like her heart drops. She's like, man, why is he doing this? Like, why didn't he tell me in the first place? And like, why? Well, you know, I thought everything was good. Like, what makes him come to these places and like inflict pain on himself and stuff? So that was the whole turning point. Like, she confronts him about it, and he like gets super. It's a super raw, emotional, like, it deals with insecurities and people's relationships, and I think everybody can relate to that too. So anyways, the ending is I'm gonna spoil the ending. She you know, confronts him about it. He gets super like in his feelings, and he gets super down. Like, he's like, oh fuck, I fucked up writing, I fucked up my life, I fucked up this relationship. So he runs away, hangs himself. This girl finds the girl finds a letter that, you know, he basically went off to, you know, set her free and rid him of her life. And so, you know, it was a suicide note. So she goes, finds him, he's hanging. She's like, oh fuck, like, I'm gonna kill myself too. So she hangs herself. Before she hangs herself, she, you know, brings him down and does a whole like it's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. So she brings him down, kisses him, hangs herself. This dude wakes up like 2 minutes later and he's like, oh shit, like, I didn't die. And then he turns around and he's like, oh shit, she dies. And so like that was the ending of the movie. It's very real, like, very, not that situation in particular, but it just like hits you really. I don't know why that stuck with me. I think because during that time when I watched it, I was like super like into, I don't know, not in my feelings, but like super emotional, I guess, like super down. I don't know, in a deep state of something. So I don't know. I want to watch it again just to kind of revisit and think things from a different perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a unexpected movie,
deep.
and it's pretty deep. Like, I don't think any, weird to say, I don't think any movie that I've seen kind of hit me that hard. But yeah, sorry to get all deep and emotional like that. But
Dude,
that's yeah. What I don't know what segue to go into now. But
so I'm gonna stick with this theme that we got going. Movies that stuck with us.
yeah,
You brought up like emotional movies, right? For me, one like that was 500 Days of Summer with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel.
I love that movie, dude. I love that movie. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Gets me in the feels, you know,
dude. It really
because
is.
it's so the premise is there's this guy, he's working, right, goes to work one day, and well, it starts off with him venting to his sister, right, and his roommates, because he's depressed. And he's complaining about a girl, and it flashes back and forth, and it covers this relationship he's having with this girl, Summer, and it starts with him and her just hitting it off in the elevator. Like, he's listened to the Smiths. If a double-decker bus came, well, how does it go? To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah,
that's the song that's playing, and she's like, "Oh, I love the Smiths." She's like, "Oh, you do?" And boom, day one of first day of summer, and it goes through 500 days of his life with her, and how their work life relationship bloomed, and eventually unbloomed. And how he had to watch her after her saying like she didn't want a relationship because she's not the relationship type, end up getting engaged to someone, and it just sent him even more into a depression. And like, because they used to work together, it ruined his work life, and he just wasn't in it like he used to be. And that hits, you know, because that happens all the time.
That happens in life, man.
Yeah,
like, it was a perfect representation of what actually happens to real people, and like what a lot of us have been through.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, it really hits you in the face, for sure.
And you know, so he quits the job, and he goes after his dreams, and then he meets Autumn at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And then it starts day one, and it really teaches you, like, shit sucks sometimes, but
there's always another season. Yeah, there's always another season, you know? As long as you keep going, there's going to be, you know, if you don't work out with autumn, you go to winter, you know? After winter is spring. It's a beautiful metaphor. I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry, Gilbert, you're gonna say something.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Oh, you never seen it?
You have
Bro,
to,
you
dude.
gotta see that. It's really, I think you'd enjoy it. Yeah, for sure. I think it hit you in the feels a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good pick. Fuck.
Right. Trying to think of
God
another
damn
movie
summer.
that probably movie that affected me, that kind of like I don't know if it affected me in an emotional way, but it's a movie that kind of makes you think.
Okay.
Like it was this movie. It was just like, I think I was in high school or middle, or yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in high school when I saw it. It's this movie called The Kingdom, and it's it has Jamie Foxx and Jennifer Gardner, and it's about this FBI team that goes to Saudi Arabia to investigate a terrorist attack on a it's like a housing facility for oil workers in Saudi, like American oil workers in Saudi Arabia, and one of their own gets killed, and so they go over there to investigate and find the terrorists who did it. And it's like a it's the first half's kind of like CSI terrorist edition because they're like investigating and looking at forensics and stuff, and the second half just goes into an intense, like the last 15 minutes of the movie is like an intense like action, like firefight shit of these FBI agents versus these terrorists. But then one of the characters you get attached to, he's like a Saudi police officer that was helping the FBI agents. He gets killed at the end, and they have like a, you know, like I guess sort of a message to it towards the end where because at the beginning of the movie, when they find out that their friend died in the initial attack, when they were briefing on everything, one of the like Jennifer Garner's character gets emotional, and because she's like she was close to the guy who died, and Jamie Foxx whispered something into her ear, and at the end of the movie they're all like, they got the terrorists, but then they're like hella sad because that guy got killed. And so Jason Bateman actually plays in that too as one of the FBI agents.
Whoa.
And he tells Jamie Foxx, what did you whisper into her ear when when the dude died? Like what did you tell her? And he said, he said, I told her we were gonna kill them all. And then it flashes back to Saudi Arabia because the terrorist was like an old dude that was like, he was just chilling in a house with his family, and after they killed the terrorist, it's like I don't know if it was his grandchildren talking amongst themselves, and the granddaughter asks the younger kid, like, what did grandfather say to you before he died, before the people killed him? And it was the same thing, said, we're gonna kill them all. So like it leaves you with this thinking, it leaves you in your thoughts like it's an endless circle, like we're all just killing each other over like fucking oil and like political shit, and it's never gonna end. So that, like, it was one of those movies where after the movie ends, everybody, leaves the theater in silence, because it just like makes you think.
It's like, fuck, man.
So yeah, that was pretty
heavy.
That was a good one.
Let's see. Damn, that is fucking heavy, bro. Freaking, you know what? There was another fucking movie that kind of made me. Oh, I got a bet. There was another movie that kind of stuck with me, and it sounds kind of silly, but it was Shrek Forever After. I don't know if you guys seen that movie.
Yeah.
But have you seen it, Sal?
Yeah, where he like
so
altered reality.
Yeah, no. So he Shrek. This is like the fourth Shrek movie, the last one. So he already has Princess Fiona. He has a bunch of kids. The movie starts off, he has his family, and they basically go through the same routine every day. And what happens is that he gets tired of it. It's like mundane. Everything's repeating itself. He's the only one that feels that way, but his family, like his kids, are excited to see him. His Fiona is like, hey, get ready for the day, and she's like super enthusiastic. But for him, he is tired of it. He's tired of being complacent, And so there comes a point in the movie where he makes a deal with I think it's like Rumpelstiltskin or whatever. He makes a deal that, you know, he wishes that he never met the princess, or he wishes something, and it changes his whole like life. And basically he has to like he regrets not appreciating and like, you know, he's taken everything for granted pretty much, and he realizes that. And like he misses his family, he misses his, you know, his wife, he misses his friends, and he fucked it all up because he made a deal. Like he was like, you know, I don't want this anymore or whatever. And that was the whole movie. He had to get, you know, Fiona back. He had to make her fall in love with him again. He had to start over pretty much. And I don't know, just that feeling of like taking stuff for granted and not appreciating it until it's gone. Like that's a classic. That hits you.
Dude,
really,
that is.
that really hits you in the feels. Like if you, I don't know. I'm getting emotional talking about it, bro.
I
don't know.
Complete sense. I agree, man.
That kind of sounds like it's a Wonderful Life. Like
Is that a classic movie too?
Yeah, it's like an older, like black and white movie with fucking Jimmy Stewart, where he's like a dude who runs, I forget what he does. He's like a businessman and his company's failing, and he's like just going through trouble in his life, and then he one day says like, I wish I was never born. So this angel comes down from heaven and literally gives him a front row seat of what life would be like if he was never born. So it basically puts him in the world where nobody knows who he is. And then it's like the same thing. It makes him like, it puts him back in touch with how grateful he is for his family and his wife and his kids and everything.
Dude, yeah. Man, that's a tale as old as time itself, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck. Damn. Alright.
I think I do have one more.
Sure.
There is a Kevin Bacon movie called Death Sentence.
Ooh.
And that
That's a heavy one.
Yeah, as I've mentioned before, I love revenge themes.
Right.
But this one just hits. It hits differently. So, at the start of the movie, Kevin Bacon and his son, you know, his son's like he has two kids, one older son and one younger, and his wife, and it's very obvious that he has a favorite son at the start of the movie. And so him and that son finished up at his son's hockey game. They're all happy because he just won. He's about to graduate high school. He's got offers to like go full ride scholarship in Canada for how good he is in hockey. And so they stop at a gas station, and Kevin Bacon's gassing up his car. His son goes inside to buy like a Slurpee and stuff. And as Kevin Bacon's gassing up, a car just pulls up, dropping off a dude. He goes inside with a ski mask on and a machete, and he kills his son. He just slits his throat open. And you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? And the kid's getting gang initiated. And they peel out, they get away. And Kevin Bacon's like runs in, grabs his son's throat, and is like, you know, it's sad.
Yeah.
And so his son dies. It's like short and simple, and he's depressed. The kid who killed him gets away with it. Like they go to court, nothing happens. You know, he gets like house arrest, some dumb shit. And he's like, I'm not good with that. So he pulls up on him, eventually kills him. and the gang finds out and tries to kill him. And one by one, he's killing like members of the gang until eventually they just break into his house, shoot the rest of his family members.
What?
And his wife dies. He survives barely, and his other son looks like he's gonna die. So he just goes all out on the revenge, right? And he gets it. He like goes through their hideout and fucks shit up completely. But at the end, his son the other son survived, and Kevin Bacon dies. And now this like teenage kid's all alone, and that's where the movie ends. It's like fuck.
What? What kind of
Like,
shit is that?
Sometimes revenge isn't worth it. He lost literally everything else and ended up leaving his other son.
Oh man, that's
yeah.
fucked.
There was because there's the theatrical and the unrated. In the theatrical version, the movie, because after he kills all the dudes who killed his family, he goes home and sits on his couch with a bullet wound in his neck, so he's like holding his neck, and then he's like watching home videos that he recorded with his family, and the cops show up, and the movie just ends with him looking at the video. And then that's the theatrical version. It ends right there with him holding his throat on the couch. And then in the unrated version, it shows him watching the videos, and the cops find him in the living room, but he like takes his hand off of his throat, and then it looks like he appears to die because he like closes his eyes and loses consciousness, and then it ends. So like the theatrical kind of made it look like, kind of made it ambiguous, but I guess the unrated kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I got the details wrong. Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
Exactly.
still, that's pretty. Man, I don't even think I could watch that movie. That'd be fucking.
Oh, it's a great
I'd
movie.
be fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's actually a little fun fact, because I heard earlier you liked the Saw movies. It's actually directed by James Wan, who did I think the original Saw.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
legit.
Yeah, and he did I think he did The Conjuring.
Dude, I love all those movies.
Yeah.
Except for Saw 3D. We don't talk about that.
we saw that coming. Damn.
I know I've been trying to think of another hard-hitting movie.
God damn, man. I mean, we said some
so
pretty heavy
much.
shit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can hit it with honorable mentions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. go
Number
ahead.
12.
I think a good. Oh wait,
mention.
no. I think I got one that's like that one that's a really good one that I didn't like. I watched it at a kind of like in my early teens, but then I didn't fully get it until I watched it like later on as I was older. Was The Green Mile.
Oh shit.
Tom Hanks.
And what's his name? Duncan.
Yeah,
Dunkin'
Michael Clark
Donuts?
Duncan.
Oh. yeah, Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's a pretty long movie, Stephen King adaptation, and it's about these guards running a death row in like the 1920s, I think, and they're like, setting up the prisoner, like the death row inmates, to get, die in the electric chair. And so they happen to have a prisoner that has like a gift, like powers, like he can heal people, and he's like kind of child-minded, and he kind of changes them and their perspectives, because he kind of teaches them how to like be good to each other and good to other people, and sets them on the right way to view, like, you know, right and wrong and stuff. And but he's on death row because he's accused of murdering 2 little girls, but he didn't really do it, so they know they have an innocent guy. So at the end of the movie, since they, you know, they can't just let him go, otherwise they'll get in deep shit, so they eventually, you know, they follow through with his execution and kill him in the electric chair. And the Tom Hanks character, it's like it's some kind of higher power shit, because it's a reveal. It, like, the movie starts with Tom Hanks' character as an old man, and he's explaining his whole story to another woman in his nursing home that he's in. And then he reveals at the end that he was punished for letting, it's like he was punished for letting this guy get killed in the electric chair. And so he started finding out that he is cursed to live like a long time. Like, basically his punishment is to outlive all of his friends and family. So like, he reveals he's like, I think it was like 112 years old or something.
Jesus.
And he was for letting that innocent man with a gift die, that's like his curse from a higher power, that, you know, he has to literally live and watch all the people that he cares about die.
What the fuck?
So yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like, that was a heartwarming but bittersweet, like, ending kind of a movie.
Damn.
Because it had a mix of emotions. It made you laugh, it made you cry, and it was like what the hell. But yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
Damn. I don't want the mic, man.
You're
Bro,
like,
like,
I gotta go cry.
I kind of want to go sit in the corner, bro. Like, I'll do that later. But like, honestly, I can't think of like, besides the other two that I said, I can't think of any other that have impacted me that way, I guess. Do you have any more, Sal?
Honorable mention, Don John. I like that movie. My boy Joseph Gordon-Levitt's again.
Oh shit! Did I watch that?
Oh,
yeah. What was that? Yeah, what was that one?
With Scarlett Joe.
Scarlett Joe. Yeah. What
Fucking,
was that about?
Julianne Moore.
Yeah. Just another breakup. The dude, you know, picks up this girl that he thinks is his dream girl, but she finds out he kind of has like a porn addiction. He just likes porn.
I remember that. Yeah. Doesn't he like try to let go of it for her?
Yeah. And and then it just kind of, you know, the breakup. He's sad. He works on himself. He kind of loses it, but Julianne Moore's character teaches him, you know, you just gotta love yourself and work on yourself, and he turns his life around. He was like an angry meathead, like fuckboy.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that.
And he takes a step back and doesn't get as angry, and you know, he just enjoys life.
He's growing as a person. He's reflecting.
Yeah.
He's seen, you know, things aren't going his way. You know, you gotta step back and see what you gotta change about yourself to, like, oh, that's another good, relatable fucking movie. Yeah. Definitely. Damn.
Honorable mention. How are you doing on time? Because I know last time.
No, we got about 14 minutes left.
Nice.
We can.
Yeah, I think the last time we were kind of croning on too much about like.
There was a lot of movies that we went over. But no, this was perfect. I don't know. Like we can close off with something. Like I don't know. Do you guys?
Or we can
think?
end it on. What about like movies that I don't know, movies that made you happy? Or like
let's get on a positive note.
Yeah,
One
it's not on a
movie you
positive
could
note.
watch when you're down. You watch it, you're like, I feel fucking good.
Yeah, or like movies you can watch over and over and not get tired of it because they're just fucking awesome and good.
I don't know. Yeah, what you guys got? I actually I'll say I don't have one that I like. I don't have one that I can watch and just like.
I think I'm gonna go with probably one of my all-time favorites that I can just watch forever in a day and not get tired of is Forrest Gump.
Dude, amazing movie.
Yeah.
Dude, that has so many fucking feels in it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's like
Gen A.
every spectrum of the feels they get you with. Like you can feel like super happy, sad, like angry, excited. Oh yeah, definitely. Fucking Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Box of chocolates.
Yeah, chocolate sounds good.
Yeah.
That is a great one.
Yeah.
One that I can watch that makes me happy. I know I have movies that I've watched over and over and over. Pineapple Express is one of them.
Yeah.
I freaking love Seth Rogen and James Franco combined. They're amazing.
Yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin
Oh,
is
Steve Carell. Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I like the part when they get in the car crash. This movie always makes me happy because it's a movie that, if they made it today, would not be made. Tropic Thunder.
I knew it was
Oh shit.
My boy Robert Downey Jr.
Robbie
They're
Downey
doing
Jr.
blackface. I mean, it's inappropriate, yes. But the way they did it was so good. Suck my unit.
I know. That was one of my favorite lines. We're supposed to be a unit. Suck my unit.
Another one, Dodgeball. Nobody makes
Dodgeball.
me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, Dodgeball is pretty good.
And then Talladega Nights.
Oh,
Yeah. Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby.
help me,
Don't you
baby
put-
Jesus! Help me, Allah!
I'm on
Help me,
Jack
Tom
Papa Mountain
Cruise.
Dew. I'll fuck you up, Chip.
Damn. I don't know, man. Those are some good picks, man.
Maybe one as of recently, if you want a real feel-good movie, I highly recommend.
Nail and Balin. Sorry.
That
Bring that back up.
That is a good one. I love that movie.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you should have heard our skyscraper conversation earlier.
Well, we'll cut that. No, we'll say it after the podcast.
I know. The one, it's a real feel-good movie. It's like probably one of the best movies I've seen made recently that just makes you flat out feel fucking good. It's the Peanut Butter Falcon. It's a movie with Shia LaBeouf, and he plays this dude who's like on the run from this guy because he owes this guy money for stealing his crab pots because they live in I think it's like North Carolina or something like that, or like South Carolina, and he's stealing this guy's crab pots to steal his crab stuff, and he ends up because the guy's like, leave my crab pots alone, because he leaves them in the marsh to catch crabs, and he sets the rest of his crab pots on fire, so he's on the run from this guy. And while he's on the run, he encounters this kid, this kid who just escaped a nursing home because he has Down syndrome, and the state placed him in a nursing home. And so this kid with Down syndrome escapes from the nursing home and says that he wants to go and meet his favorite wrestler, because he's like super into wrestling, and he has been watching this VHS tape of this wrestler over and over again. And so he's like, I want to go here in this place in Florida to meet this wrestler. And so they end up traveling together, and they like kind of bond with each other. And he like, you know, he's telling Shia LaBeouf how, you know, everybody says that I'm bad and that I basically, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm shit because I have Down syndrome. And then he kind of like, you know, he's like, what, you know, they say I have a bad heart, and Shia LaBeouf's like, what does that have to do with your heart that you have, you know, it's, you know, he like, you know, makes him feel good about himself, and they bond and become like best friends and stuff. And then his social worker like is trying to find him and stuff, and she eventually finds him, but the Down syndrome kid like throws her keys in the ocean to her car, so she ends up just joining them on the trip to go see the wrestler, and they all bond together, and it's like a, you know, like I guess a real cute movie, you know, it's like a cute, feel good,
Yeah.
like kind of movie. And yeah, that was a good one. I just watched it on a whim with my mom, and my mom fucking loved it. And yeah, check that one out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
There was this, if you want another feel-good movie, you can watch One Night in Bangkok. It's about this one night in Bangkok. Oh man, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Fucking Forrest Gump. Yeah, no, that was a good episode, man. I really digged it. We kind of got.
You want a real feel good movie? You should watch Passion Cove. No.
Oh.
It's not a movie though. It's a series. Fuck.
Oh. Yeah. Man. Oh, well, you know, we'll eventually get to like TV shows, series. Like I know you're super big into that as well, and it'll kind of bleed into like what we like. I watch, you know, a lot of animes, which is kind of similar in the same vein, but we can like kind of bleed into that another time for sure.
Yeah.
Got a few minutes left. Do you guys? I was gonna ask earlier. Do you guys think you can be actors? How well do you think you would fare? I feel like I would be a good like comedic actor, because I'm.
Oh yeah, you
know,
would.
I'm pretty funny. You know, not to toot my own ass, but I think I could. I think I could do that. I could probably do like a dramatic comedy role as well, or no, dramatic like a romance thing, because I'm pretty smooth with the ladies. But
You sure are.
I'm bullshitting, but yeah, I think I could do those. Action probably. I mean, I got the build for it. I mean, I would just have to be like, I would just have to like look like a fucking ape and
Right.
you know.
Dude, that's the secret. I mean, look, not to, but Sly and Jean-Claude Van Damme, they were on roids.
Yeah, no, I believe it, man. Early 80s, like everybody was on, all the wrestlers, everybody was doing shit, even though they would deny it, but you know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. What about you, Gilbert? You think you can handle some?
I don't know. I mean, I've always been one of those people that can't really perform or do anything you know, like I guess
you get stage fright, like, kind of,
yeah,
or like
or
yeah.
like when it comes to, because I know you got to remember lines and stuff, and I remember taking drama classes in high school and I couldn't remember my lines for shit.
Yeah.
So that would be my concern. So I think I'd be more suited for behind the camera.
Behind the
work.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a good eye for that, for sure. I know Sal would be a really good actor, for sure.
Nah.
We would be the buddy cop movies, man. Like,
Dude,
you'll
that'd
be...
be cool.
Yeah, I would do that, man. I don't know. You could probably do the romance shit, too.
Yeah, if I was, all I'd be in is romance movies because that'd be the only place I could get it.
Next time on Games vs. Games. Talk about love and life advice. But yeah, definitely. See, dude, you could be comedy, bro. You could be like the dark comedy kind of like. I feel like we can get down on that sometime. I don't know. There's a lot planned and scheduled for us, so we'll
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. With that, we're gonna part you guys. You guys have any last words?
Remember, seasons change.
Yeah.
And drink water.
And
stay as big as your dreams.
Fuck summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no. That's all good. Watch.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Watch movies.
Watch
Don't
movies.
be like Nemo. No.
Man. Very good. With that, make sure to.
I'm playing.
I don't have any clever shits.
Remember to be sweet like the sweet sauce boss.
Oh. I don't know. I'll work on something. I'll have something.
Scraper.
I'll have something for the next podcast, hopefully. But yeah, wear a mask and wash your ass. We're out.